2 a.m. Corner of 8th and somewhere. The city still thinks it's got somewhere to be. Red light bleeds across the wet asphalt. Cab horns argue with the steam from the vent. A woman in heels too high for the sidewalk, running for a bus that already went. I don't move, I just watch the parade. Half the city chasing the other half. Both of them late for the same nothing. 60 BPM, 60 BPM. Walk at half speed, 60 BPM. Suit and tie sprinting toward the turnstile. Briefcase swinging like a broken wing. Last train, last call, last chance. Like the world ends if he misses the thing. I light a cigarette, I don't smoke. Watch the smoke take longer than I do. The neon flashing open, open, open. Like the night ain't asking nothing from you. 60 BPM, 60 BPM. Walk at half speed, 60 BPM. The night just opened its envelope, and these people already running for the door. Where you going, baby? Same place you're going. Just gonna get there at half the price, half the sweat, twice the look, twice the listen. Slow is a privilege nobody's selling, so I'm minting my own. 60 BPM, 60 BPM. Walk at half speed, 60 BPM. Watch them run, 60 BPM. Half speed, half speed. 60 BPM. Wednesday night, 10 past 11. Across the street from the Velvet Door. Cold coffee, warm sidewalk. I just watch. Alligator shoe, $2 grand on his foot, standing at attention in a tailored suit. Lipstick, fresh perfume, too loud, trying real hard to float above the crowd. The doorman sniffs, the doorman picks, the doorman runs his velvet politics. Behind that rope, 100 souls renting their cool by the hour in rows. Same gum, same asphalt, same shoe. Same gum, same asphalt, same shoe. The rope don't lie, the rope don't choose. Same gum, same asphalt, same shoe. Designer loafer, Italian skin, right next to a sneaker worn paper thin. Bum and banker share one patch of street. Pink water bubble gum wells their feet. She fixes her lashes inside a phone. He counts his blessings in a borrowed tone. A limousine idling, valet at the curb. Nobody hears a single word. Same gum, same asphalt, same shoe. Same gum, same asphalt, same shoe. The rope don't lie, the rope don't choose. Same gum, same asphalt, same shoe. See, the velvet rope is a mirror, tilted just enough to fool the eye. On one side satin, on the other sweat. Same blood, same breath, same regret. Same chewing gum drying in the heat. The bouncer is a priest with no church to keep. And the line is the longest prayer in town, mumbled by mouths that won't look down. A girl in red leather counts each stride like the sidewalk's a judge, she can't decide. A man checks the watch he can barely afford, twist his neck, looking past the cord. The neon hums an old amen. Cigarette smoke writes a question again, erases it slow into the night air. Nobody answers, nobody's there. A taxi yawns, a heat breaks twice. A wallet thick, a hollow price. The bouncer raises one lazy hand. Three get in, the rest still stay. Same gum, same asphalt, same shoe. Same gum, same asphalt, same shoe. The rope don't lie, the rope don't choose. Same gum, same asphalt, same shoe. Satin and sweat, satin and sweat. Same gum, same asphalt, same shoe. The rope don't lie, the rope don't choose. Same gum, same asphalt, same shoe. Same gum, same asphalt, same shoe. Across the street, I sip my cold coffee and I just watch. Same gum, same gum, same asphalt, same shoe. 3 a.m. The rain comes down slow. Booth 24, a kiosk all aglow. A woman inside, fog blast like a scream. I slow my step, I don't intervene. Phone cord swinging like a pendulum slow. Quarter in the slot, dial pad lit low. She punches 7 digits, careful and frail. 2 rings, hangs up, lets the silence trail. Picks it up again, fingers on the keys. New number and area code she rarely sees. Cuts it before the first ring can stand. Receiver shaking in her hand. Booth 24, 3 a.m. Fog glass between his breath drawing maps, her shoulders shaking under thin straps. No sound makes it through to the street, just the neon humming, a tired heartbeat. She wipes the pain with the back of her wrist, mascara running, a name on a list. She tries one more time, eyes shut tight, hangs up before the first ring takes flight. Booth 24. Nobody answers. Nobody home. At 3 a.m. A confessional made of plexiglass and chrome, a church with no priest to phone for a stone. The city keeps moving, the buses still run. She is the only saint no one ever won. I keep my distance, I owe her that grace. A stranger's grief is a private place. I tip my collar, I lower my eyes, and let her cathedral keep its disguise. She hangs the receiver, lets it swing on down. Chord drawn slow circles, scraping the ground. Forehead on the glass, palms flat and still. She is not waiting now, she has had her fill. No one picks up at 3 a.m. She dials again. Nobody home. Booth 24. Nobody answers. At 3 a.m. 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 2 a.m. The corner store's still open. Door chimes once. The night walks in. Fluorescent buzz over the cracked tile floor. A man counts coins like he counts his sins. Milk cartons sweating, and in the cooler glass, Dilly meets sleeping in the backlit case. Nobody talks above a whisper here. The neon writes a prayer across his face. Lotto ticket folded in his shaking palm, a quiet hope he never says out loud. The clerk just nods, the register replies, the only choir this hour ever allowed. 24 hours of light. 24, the only star still burning bright. 24, the door that never sleeps. 24, the light the city keeps. 3 a.m. A father at the counter, infant formula, a bottle in the bill. He pays in singles, soft and slightly damp. His eyes are tired, but his hands are still. Behind him stands a man with empty pockets, a flask of gin, a lighter, and a sigh. Nobody judges, nobody asks the question. The buzzing tube above just lets them by. A working girl in sneakers, smelling rain, a cup of coffee, sugar, no debate. The aisles hold them gently like a chapel. The cooler hums the hymn they consecrate. 24 hours of light. 24, the only star still burning bright. 24, the door that never sleeps. 24, the light the city keeps. The register is the confessional now, the receipt the absolution slowly torn. The clerk has heard 1,000 quiet stories. He files them with the cigarettes by dawn. The neon is the steeple of this block. The late shift is the order, soft and warm. We come here not for bread, but for the light, to prove we are still breathing, still reborn. 4 a.m. A kid stands by the window, a pack of smokes, a lighter, no real plan. He stays beneath the buzzing tube too long, the way a sinner lingers near the man. The clerk slides change across the mournful mix, a small communion copper, nickel dime. Outside, the rain is talking to the gutter inside. The cooler whispers, it is fine. The door chimes once he steps into the night. The fluorescent halo follows him a beat. The store stays lit for whoever needs the light. A quiet altar humming on the street. 24 hours of light. 24, the only star still burning bright. 24, the door that never sleeps. 24, the light the city keeps. 24, a little church of bread and gin. 24, come in, come in, come in. Stay open, stay open, stay open, stay open. The neon keeps its promise to the block. 24, 24. Wine stain on the zinc. He works it slow. Circles on the wood, the only sound. Marc never lifts his eyes. Marc never speaks. Beside me a man cries, soft, low, profound. The rag, the rag. Marc keeps wiping the rag, the rag. No one is talking. Fluorescent buzzing over the register. Peanuts in a bowl, untouched, untouched still. The jukebox skipped that same sad line. Marc leans back into the stain, takes his time. The rag, the rag. Last call rolls in. The neon dims its glow. Ashtray crowded, but nobody knows. Marc folds the rag, slips it under the wood. The stain stayed put, and Marc, like he said he would. The rag, Marc keeps wiping Marc's rag, Marc's silence. The night keeps holding the rag. No one is talking. Quarter-past-3. The last train left an hour ago. Empty platform humming, neon buzzing low. Then I hear it, tenor sax bouncing off the tile. A blue note climbing up the stairwell, single file. I freeze halfway down, breath caught in my throat. One fluorescent flickering, lighting his coat. He don't see me yet. Eyes closed, bell raised high. Playing for the empty bench. Playing for the sky. Brother in his 50s, peacoat buttoned to the chin. Thinner got a history, every dent remembers where it's been. Pads worn soft, mouthpiece chipped on the rim. Case cracked open at his feet, but he ain't busking for them. He's playing for the tile, for the third rail underground, for the uptown train that won't come, for the lost and found. This subway is his cathedral, the tunnel is his choir, every wall a witness, every echo That ain't what he came for. I just bow my head and turn back toward the door. Climb the stairs slow, his echo riding in my chest. A stranger underground, making the empty hour blessed. The rig pulls up. Diesel breath above the dumpster. Frozen exhale, work boots on wet asphalt. Local 83.1, Bronx Route 42. Reflective vest catches the street light. Heavy gloves, leather palms, thumb torn. He grabs the bag. He throws the bag. Compactor swallows the weak. Coffee cup, broken bottle, bones of a chicken. Hydraulic groan, the truck moves on. 20 stops before sunrise. The street wakes up clean. Nobody sees him. Nobody ever does. The kid on the bike. Canvas bag heavy with the morning edition. Hand-numbered routing slip in his back pocket. He folds the paper with one hand. Throws it on the porch without slowing down. 3 blocks away, under the sidewalk, the baker is already covered in flour. Basement window, yellow light, 6 feet down. He kneads the dough like he is praying. The oven hums, the racks are loaded. By 6, the bread will be warm in the window. By 7, the suits will buy it without looking up. By 8, the kid will be in school. By 9, the truck driver will be asleep. The city will think it woke up alone. They own the streets. They do not own a meter. They wash the city for the people who name it. They clock in at 3, they clock out at noon. The Stanley thermos, the Kango broom, the time card stamp, the keys on the chain that opens nothing they live in. The day shift arrives in clean shoes. The day shift takes the credit. The hands of the shadow keep working. Quiet, steady. Red light humming, engine breathing low, tinted window in the slow parade, black Lincoln idling, nowhere it can go, chrome reflecting the arcade. Saw him in the backseat, stiff inside his collar, cufflink catching streetlight like a brand new dollar. Cigar smoke curling up against the ceiling lamp. Driver up there, silent hands like an iron clamp. I was just a man on concrete, hands deep in my coat. He was floating down the boulevard, every move remote. Eyes met for a heartbeat, half a second's bet, and the silence told the truth. Leather and regret, leather and contempt, tinted glass between us, leather and contempt. Who's the prisoner tonight? Leather and contempt. Go watch ticking slowly, leather and contempt. Ain't no way to make it right. He had air conditioning a ride, but didn't shake. I had midnight in my pocket and a sky I didn't fake. He had crystal in the armrest, polished to a shine. I had concrete underneath me, every step was mine. He looked through me like a window, but the window looked back. I saw the cage of all that comfort, padded soft and black. He was counting down the meeting schedule on his wrist. I was counting all the street lights drifting through the mist. Leather and contempt, tinted glass between us, leather and contempt. Who's the prisoner tonight? Leather and contempt. Go watch ticking slowly, leather and contempt. Ain't no way to make it right. Half a second through the tinted glass we bled. Both of us knew the things we never said. Boulevard kept rolling, city kept its weight. Neither one was running, neither could escape. He had a chauffeur waiting, I had open street. He had his destination, I had asphalt heat. Maybe he was heading to a dinner he would dread. Maybe I was walking home to ghost inside my head. Red light humming steady, the idle engine purrs. Chauffeur checking mirrors, not a thing that stirs. Passenger in shadow, leather seat behind his back. Like a king inside a coffin, polished black on black. I lit a cigarette and watched the exhaust climb. Slow as Sunday morning, twisted out of time. He raised one finger barely like he meant to wave. Then he caught himself, remembered what he gave. Up to wear that suit, up to ride that ride, up to live behind the glass with no one by his side. And the light turned green, green like a question, green like a sentence he'd been serving since confession. Black Lincoln pulled away, smooth as oil on water, carried him off to wherever wealth had brought her. Time for something colder, comfort for the cost. Carried him away, left me counting what he lost. Leather and contempt, tinted glass between us, leather and contempt. Who's the prisoner tonight? Leather and contempt. Gold watch ticking slowly, leather and contempt. Ain't no way to make it right. Tinted glass between us, leather and contempt. Who's the prisoner tonight? Gold watch ticking slowly, leather and contempt. Ain't no way to make it right. Tail lights fading down the avenue, red dissolving into city haze. Sidewalk under me, the only thing I knew. I walked into the rest of my days.
Tinted glass between us,
Half a second long.
tinted glass between us,
Who was right, who was wrong?
tinted glass between us,
Leather and contempt,
tinted glass between us.
that's all the message meant. 5:14. Bus 27 pulls up to the curb. Hydraulic hiss, the doors fold open like a yawn. She climbs aboard, glittery dress, mascara halfway gone. He climbs aboard, briefcase tight, thermos warm and drawn. She takes the back, he takes the front, they read each other wrong. She smells like smoke and citrus rum, a finished song. He smells like soap and iron cotton just begun. Two strangers riding the same long steel worm. Fluorescent ceiling washing every face and bone. Nobody home, nobody home, nobody quite alone. 5:14, 5:14 on the morning bus. Going home, gonna work. Same eyes on us. 5:14, 5:14 on the morning bus. Same tired faces, same caffeine rush. She fixes lipstick in the smudgy window glass. He checks his watch and counts the stops until he has to pass. She crosses ankles, loose strap heel hanging from her hand. He smooths the necktie, tightens up what the suit demands. She side eyes him, sizing her. She rolls her eyes back slow. He side eyes her, sizing him. He stares hard at his phone. But both of them carry the same gray weight under the bone. Both of them whispered yes to the city, both alone. Same purple shadow underneath the lower lid. Same little tremor in the hands they cannot hide. 5:14, 5:14 on the morning bus. Going home, gonna work. Same eyes on us. 5:14, 5:14 on the morning bus. Same tired faces, same caffeine rush. Transfer ticket curling in his fingers like a leaf. She fishes out a coin, drops it, watches it roll underneath. He bends to grab it, hands it back without a word. She nods 1 millimeter, smallest thank you ever heard. The window seat, ghost paint, the sunrise slow and bruised. He folds the paper crease, she pockets the loose. 2 crowns of tired hair leaning into the same hum. Same body running empty, same heart beating dumb. The bus turns east, the gold brakes on the dash. The old wheel keeps on turning, this is just routine cash. 5:14, 5:14 on the morning bus. Going home, gonna work, same eyes on us. 5:14, 5:14 on the morning bus. Same tired faces, same caffeine rush. first horn cuts the dawn at 6:15. Garage door rattles up, the street goes clean. Neons blink out, one by one they fade. A blackbird tries the line the night just played. Street light pole throws a shadow long and thin. The city pulls its serious face back in. I button up my coat against the new, and the magic of the dark walks out on cue. Remember the groove, remember the night. The day is the lie we buy. Remember the groove, remember the night. Raw dawn, goodbye. First bus hisses at the corner stop. Drip machine starts ticking in the shop. Snooze button beats a tired little drum. The avenue wakes up and the dream goes numb. A rooftop pigeon stretches in the gold. The kettle whistles what the night was told. I count the steps from neon back to home. The sidewalk learns my name and lets me roam. Remember the groove, remember the night. The day is the lie we buy. Remember the groove, remember the night. Raw dawn, goodbye. The poetry evaporates like steam. The city tightens up and trades the dream for ledgers, lanyards, meetings on the hour, for ignition keys and elevator power. But under every shirt and every tie, a bass line hums the truth the suits deny. So I tuck the night beneath my coat to keep some honest weight to carry while they sleep. Key turns easy in the front door now. The stairwell smells like coffee anyhow. My window holds a slice of climbing sun. The asphalt sleepwalker is finally done. I leave my shoes beside the radiator hum. I let the morning rise and let it come. I close my eyes, the groove's still in my bones. The night was true, the day just chases form. Remember the groove, remember the night. The day is the lie we buy. Remember the groove, remember the night. Raw dawn, goodbye. One last horn, one last neon flicker, one last bass line tightening the picture. "7 a.m. coffee cart on the corner." The city blinked and got in line. Suda bad news. Lady behind him scanning her slides, mouth in a pit shield bruise. Delivery kid slumped on his bike, helmet on, eyes still glued. Old guy hovering near the lid stack, picking one like it's the last thing clean. Steam off the cart curling cold and low, breath of a bus that just kept moving. Nobody talks, nobody nods, the line just keeps on shuffling. Same scuffed shoes on the same wet curb, same paper sleeve, same tired thumb. Vendor calls next, we step right up like we forgot what else to want. Black, no sugar. Black, no sugar. 7 a.m. coffee cart line. Black, no sugar. Briefcase pays in exact change, never lifts an eye for a glance back. Woman in heels drops a quarter, bends, takes it without a thank you back. Construction boots rolling deep, voices low, ordering the same brew. Window guy with the squeegee belt badge sideways, sipping his cup too. City woke up but it ain't awake, headlights still on in a half-lit dawn. Cart radio bleeding some old groove, bassline soft enough to lean on. Sun cracks on the office glass, spilling yellow on the asphalt floor. We sipping time like a choir that nobody signed up for. Black, no sugar. Black, no sugar. 7 a.m. coffee cart line. Black, no sugar. I don't know a single name in this line. Tomorrow I'll stand behind them again. We'll order the same thing. We'll say nothing about it. Call it the deal we never signed. No sugar. Black, no sugar. Same cup, same hush, same line. Black, no sugar. Cup warm in the hand, lid pressed tight. Back to the sidewalk, back to the grind. Same time tomorrow. $7:30. Doors slide open. Car packed tight, but no one's spoken. Briefcase pressed against my coat. Headphones in. That closed off note. I'm the wall against the door. 200 faces, eyes on the floor. Every screen lit, every thumb a flicker. Coffee cups tilted, breath coming quicker. Last night I heard a saxophone. 3 a.m. that station alone. One man playing for empty tile. Now this crowd won't crack a smile. Rush hour silence. Rush hour silence. 200 strangers, one direction. No one's listening. At 7:30, say tunnel. Different prayer. Transfer at Union, nobody moves. Chimed in the shuffle of shoes. Polished black, scuffed white sneaker. Suit jacket pressed against the speaker. The sax man owned that empty hall. We own this car, nothing at all. Funny how the music dies when the seats fill up with eyes. Rush hour silence. Rush hour silence. 200 strangers, one direction. No one's listening. At 7:30, same tunnel. Different prayer. MTA crackle garbled name. Doors hiss shut, then the same. Flood of coats, flood of phones. Everyone heading home alone. Rush hour silence. Rush hour silence. 200 strangers, one direction. No one's listening. At 7:30, same tunnel. Different prayer. Mine stopped coming, I pushed through. Nobody nods, nobody knew. Out the door, into the gray. Sax in my head all day. Key turns the door. Lobby empty, like the night before. Just me and the hum. Just me and the floor. Fluorescent buzzing like a tired bulb. Carafe is dry, that's the job I love. Mr. Coffee from way back when. Takes 10 minutes, I take it again. Time card waiting, name tag hung neat. Copy a dreaming blind shut sweet. This is my chapel before the street. First one in. First one in. 30 minutes of nobody. The percolator's the priest. Drip is the prayer. Steam is the peace. Sit on the kitchenette, swinging slow. Humming with the hiss, letting it grow. Water cooler bubbles a quiet tune. Elevator sleeping past the moon. No inbox pings, no calendar call. Just steam rising up the office wall. I'm a king with no chord at all. First one in. First one in. 30 minutes of nobody. The percolator's the priest. Drip is the prayer. Steam is the peace. through the door. Polite little lies, a desk side war. But right now the care rife starts to fill, and the whole damn building is mine to feel. First one in, first one in. 30 minutes of nobody. The percolator's the priest. Drip is the prayer. Steam is the peace. Pour the first cup. Steam on my face. Empty the chapel. Take my place. First one in, last one to leave the grace.
"11 sharp, the office hums. Clock crawls slow, the morning numbs. Keyboards tick, the inbox blinks. Lunch already, and nobody blinks.
11 a.m. and I'm counting down. Watch the city all night, now I'm watching this town. Cubicles glowing like a row of small jails. Coffee gone cold, my focus derails. Greg in the corner sneaks a granola bar. Tina checks Yelp, picks a Thai place too far. Calendar says meeting, my stomach says deli. Loops humming low in the belly. Lunch already, lunch already. The loop is humming, hold me steady. Lunch already, lunch already. 11 a.m. and the wheel is heavy. Vending machine glows like a corner store. Water cooler whispers what we came here for. Email ping, another fire to chase. Monitor shines on a tired face. The night was the truth, I saw it pure. Now the daylight sells me a lukewarm cure. Brass stab the silence, the inbox grins. Loop never lost, it always wins. Lunch already, lunch already. The loop is humming, hold me steady. Lunch already, lunch already. 11 a.m. and the wheel is heavy. The night was true, the day's the lie. Lunch is the proof we're chained for life. Tonight at 2, I'll walk again. Same old asphalt, same old lunch already, lunch already. The loop is humming, hold me steady. Lunch already, lunch already. 11 a.m. and the wheel is heavy. Spoon taps the cup like a ride cymbal hum. Neon clicks on, the night will come. Lunch already, the cycle stays. 11